morning, my name is Provencher. I'll be doing a presentation today on obesity in the United States. Obesity in the United States has been growing at an alarming rate for over a decade. Right? The first stats started being done in 1985. Right? Now, did you know that 64% of Americans are considered obese? Okay, that's kind of an alarming number when you think of the population of the United States as a whole. And thinking that 64% of those people are obese. Obesity is something that can be fought with a good nutrition plan and a solid exercise routine. All right, now some of the things I want to talk about today. The main points I'm going to cover in today's presentation will be diet and nutrition, and I'm also going to talk on childhood obesity because I think that is relevant when we're talking about the obesity rate in the United States. Okay, the first thing we'll talk about diet and nutrition. Okay, your diet, your nutrition plan. Everybody should have some kind of nutrition plan. If you need to take a look at what you eat, I highly recommend making a log. Make a log for a week of everything you eat. Write down everything you eat, and at the end of the week, take a look at it, and you may be surprised on what's on there and how often you may eat a certain thing. Make a nutrition plan. A good rule of thumb is to use the actual food pyramid as guidelines to your nutrition plan. It has a lot of good information, and it's very helpful, and is constantly under revision to give you the best, most up-to-date information. Okay, the food pyramid that you're going to see on the website is not the same food pyramid you saw when you were a kid. Okay, they're constantly evaluating what's good for the human body and revising that food pyramid to reflect that. Okay, so you should always use a food pyramid whenever you're making any kind of nutrition plan, and you set yourself up for success, right from the beginning. Okay, your exercise plan, just as important as diet. Okay, diet and exercise, they have to go together. You can't just change one without the other. You can eat great all you want, but you're not going to lose any weight if you're not actually out being active. Okay, and an exercise plan is something that is important to have. Okay, when we talk about exercise plan, we want to emphasize on cardio and cardiovascular activity, getting the heart rate moving. Okay, when we work on cardio, we want to do it for 3 to 4 times a week. Could be 4 to 5 times a week, depending on what you can fit in, but at least 3 to 4 times a week, and going for at least 45 minutes. 45 minutes of good cardio activity that gets your heart rate up. Okay. Now, a lot of obese people, as I've met throughout the years, have problems, and one of the reasons they're always on the couch and never getting up is because it hurts too much to actually be upstanding. Too much weight on your feet, on your ankles, on your knees. There are ways to still exercise and not put the weight on your knees, and that is to use a pool. Okay, a pool is a great source of cardio activity, and there's many things you can do, and it'll take the weight off your feet. So try that out, and that'll probably help. And the most important thing I want to emphasize as far as the exercise routine is to self-motivate yourself. You have to self-motivate yourself. You have to think to yourself that I need to do this. This is important to me. I know me personally, whenever I get up in the morning, at 5 o'clock in the morning, I don't want to get up and go to the gym at 5. I want to sleep in until 7 and then go to work. Okay, but to me, it's important to me to get up, go to the gym, so I can put myself in a good mood throughout the day. Once I'm done working out, the endorphins kicking in, and I feel great. I feel I'm in a good mood the rest of the day. Okay. So those are important things to talk about as far as your diet and your exercise. Okay. Now, whenever I think of a problem, what makes an obese adult, I always try to think of the simplest answer. Okay, what makes an obese adult an obese child? Okay, to me, that's the simplest answer. It is true, not all obese adults were obese children, but a majority of obese children do become obese adults. Okay, and some of the things that we can do to help prevent this is to take an active step in our children's life. I've noticed through research, things like that, that as Americans, we're becoming a very lazy culture, and lazy parents are kind of contributing to their child's obesity. Alright, so I usually give your kid a bag of chips, turn on TV, turn on SpongeBob, and he's nice, he's quiet, I'm happy with that. Okay? Well, you shouldn't be happy with that, because your child is not becoming, is becoming obese that way. Alright, so some things you do as adults, as parents, take activity in our kid's life. Get outside for a walk around the yard. Go for hikes, go for walks, things like that. Get the child up and out of the house. Okay, when your child and all his kids are out, in the living room playing video games, kick them out. Tell them to go play baseball at the park. They may kind of be irritated with you at the time, but they'll thank you later when you instill how important activity is in their life. Okay? I'm not going to just bash the parents. I'll throw the schools under the bus too. The school lunches are not really set up for a child's nutritional value. Okay, I know when I was a kid, um, the school lunches were terrible. All right, terrible, high in calorie, high in fat. Whatever was cheaper for the school is kind of what we got served. All right, and I looked at a friend of mine, his kids' menu was up on the fridge the other day, and it hasn't changed a whole lot. You know, every Friday was pizza day, every Tuesday was French toast and pancakes and syrup day. Uh, those are the kind of things that we need to cut out. All right, and there is, you know, the Congress government is trying to take some kind of active role in getting that stuff taken care of and changing the schools' menus. You know, it's slow coming. I know here in Washington, it's not changed. So it's something you can do as a parent. Again, take an active role in your child's life. Pack them their lunch, so you control what your child eats. Okay, and don't give them any money for a vending machine. Okay, schools are littered with vending machines that give kids unlimited access to candy and sweets and those kind of things that you just shouldn't be giving your kid the option. If he needs to be eating good things, and then right now he doesn't really know what's best for him, what's best for his body. Okay. Some graphic I want to show you guys here. This graphic right here is the obesity rate in 1999, okay, 10 years ago. You can see the darker blue areas are 15 to 19% obese, the lighter blue areas are 10 to 14% obese, and the tan area is 20 to 24% obese. Okay, that's 10 years ago, 10 years ago. Now let's move up to today, 2009, okay. You can see how big or how much this graphic has actually changed over the past 10 years. Only one state has an obese rate of less than 20%, and that's Colorado. 32 other states are in the greater than 25% area, and 6 states, you can see right here, these 6 states are actually greater than or over 30% obese. Okay, that's Alabama, Mississippi, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, and West Virginia. All right, over 30%. Now looking at these numbers, you can see how it's growing, and it's growing at an alarming rate. To kind of conclude the presentation here, we all have the power to change our life. Okay, obesity is nothing different. It's a trend that we don't want to follow. You know, and luckily it's a problem that we have the power to fight against. Okay, so take an active role in your life, and you'll be happier and thinner for it. Okay. Is there any questions? Yeah, back. What was that? I'm not sure if you can hear the questions on the camera there. The question was, what are some alternatives you can do to eat better? One alternative you can do to eat better, I know you personally, Tom, you drink Mountain Dew like it's going out of style. All right, cut the soda out. Cut the soda out. Water, drink water. You don't need to drink, you know, a 12-pack of soda every day to quench your thirst. Okay, it's actually not doing anything. Okay, so drink water. If you don't like the way water tastes, then use the Crystal Light packets. Crystal Light packets have 5 calories, no sugar. Okay, and they will, you know, ensure that your water doesn't taste like water. All right, tastes better. Next question. What do I suggest to become more active? What do I suggest to become more active? Okay, well, get out of the house. Okay, the internet was the worst invention ever made when it came to Americans being active. You know, you don't even have to do groceries anymore. You can do your groceries online, and they'll deliver them to your door. Okay, so some things to do to become more active is to get out of the house. Okay, if you need to go to the store to get something, if it's within walking distance, walk. If you need to buy some clothes, don't shop online. You know, drive to the mall, walk around the mall, or walk around the mall a couple hours. You know, may put a couple miles on your shoes. Okay, little things like that. You know, the little time-saving, labor-saving devices that we've invented to make things easier for us are actually hurting us in the long run. Okay. Thank you for your questions. This concludes my presentation. Thank you.